Hello, I am Terri B. Jones coming to you live again with another marketing strategy for your business success. I am sharing with you today the topic 5 main steps to podcasting profits and success. Okay, so first thing here is, why would you want to podcast? All right. And so basically, with constant technological advancements, the changing of customer requirements and market demands, podcasting has turned out to be a strategically useful tool and a necessity to stay afloat and marketable in a highly competitive market environment with your product or service. Okay. So podcasting basically within itself is just a set of digital audio files that are available on the internet for downloading. Okay. Now a user can subscribe to your podcast to receive the digital files once they are uploaded, which you can send that through email, your website, social media, different things like that. Okay. Also, it is a powerful marketing tool and has become the new talk radio on mobile devices. In fact, the increased usage of mobile phones has led to the explosive growth of podcasting. So you definitely want to podcast based on your product or service that you have to get that know, like, and trust, which leads to what? Sales. Okay? So basically, podcasting is an alternative to video. Now, of course, I shared with you all already video marketing, and it's definitely a crucial marketing concept for your business. But however, not everybody is comfortable with shooting video. Okay, so this is an alternative. So podcasting is definitely a way to share your message using audio. Okay, that would have been in your video. All right, and so this is a great alternative. Thirdly, podcasts are easy to create. Okay, so there are 5 main steps to creating a podcast. The first step is planning, which you will determine, what your topic of discussion is going to be for your podcast. You'll also need a description of that podcast. You'll also need to determine, how often you're going to podcast, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly. Okay, so you have to plan all those things out. The second thing is recording tools. Okay, and there's a free tool called Audacity, which is great to use, and so you can definitely use that. That's one that I use all the time. It works great for you to record on. You could do all kind of editing and sounds and everything on it, and it's free. How cool is that? Okay. And then the third thing is mixing. Okay, so as you're creating your audio tracks, you may decide to use, one track that has music, another has voice, and what have you. And so basically you can combine more than one track when you're creating your podcast. The fourth thing is hosting. Okay, of course, you can host on, your Apple, which is iTunes, and Google Castbox. Those are just some right there that you can use. The fifth thing is publishing. Okay, there are several publishing platforms. Anchor is free. You have Cast, you have Zencaster. Those have like a monthly charge to them. And there's some others, but there's just a few I want to mention there. And of course, you can actually publish them on your website. All right. And of course, you want to determine whether, you're going to create those podcasts and submit them immediately, or you'll have them scheduled. Okay. Now, the fourth thing is, they are very highly engaging. All right. So keep that in mind when it comes to podcasts, because guess what? In a survey that was conducted on 300,000 podcast listeners, it was found that 63% of the respondents had bought what the host had promoted. All right. This indicates that podcasts can be used to engage the audience and influence their buying decisions positively. Okay, and we know that our automobiles are such that to where you can listen to podcasts. We now have, all of your smart devices like your Amazon products, the Echo devices and stuff. So basically, podcasting is huge. All right, a huge way of getting engagement to your product or service. All right. The fifth thing is you can develop your message. All right. So regularly hosting podcasts could help you develop confidence in your speaking about your product or service, and as a result, you develop your message to where it just becomes natural. Okay. And the best thing is you can position yourself to receive public speaking opportunities. All right. And so as your podcast, become popular, basically, you'll be offered, public speaking opportunities. And during these opportunities, of course, you'll be promoting your product or service. Okay. On other podcasters, their podcast, they can have you as a guest. Okay. And even locally, you can be a guest on a stage, and talk about your product or service. So this is huge, okay? And of course, while you're learning how to build your podcast audience, you'll also be able to build a lucrative income using trafficwave.net, which is the autoresponder that I've been sharing with you all about. Everyone basically can use an autoresponder when promoting their podcast. And so basically you can have an opt-in page on your website so that people can sign up to get your weekly, monthly, however you choose to send out your podcast, and you will email through trafficwave.net. And the beauty about using TrafficWave as an autoresponder, you can actually sign up 30 days free trial. And then after the 30 days, you decide, hey, you know what? This is working for me. I love being able to connect, with my listeners and building know, like, and trust. And then they're sharing my emails and my podcast with their friends and everyone. And so basically, what this does is what? Give you another set of income. All right. Because you can become an affiliate of TrafficWave and earn extra money through it, as well as through your product or services that you'll be promoting using TrafficWave. Okay. And so if you're interested, basically, in getting a podcast created, and it's like, you know what, I heard what you're saying, I see, that I need this to be able to market, my product or service, and I'm not quite sure how to get started, what I want to talk about. Hey, connect with me, okay? And we can get, just go ahead on and post, wherever you see this video, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or whatever, and just comment, let me know, hey, you would love, to meet with me for a power half an hour so we can discuss you getting your podcast set up and ready to go. Okay, especially I am an Amazon Echo skills developer, and I can actually put your podcast on the Echo device, which we know there are millions of Echo devices throughout the world, not just here, but throughout the world. Okay, and of course, get started with TrafficWave, $17.95 a month. First 30 days are free. I can help you get that set up as well. So thank you for tuning in on today. Share this basically with others that you know who may be in need of getting a podcast set up to market your product or service.